Good morning. Well, it's wonderful to see everybody here, and I want to say thank you for joining me in joining all of the wonderful women who are working hard every day in our city to provide a great future for themselves and their families. Let's hear it for the women of Washington. And we also want to hear it for all of the supportive men of Washington. Give them a round of applause. And what I always like to say, because I'm always reminded by one of those supportive men, that they support their sisters, their wives, and especially their daughters. I find that the fathers of daughters are very focused on how we get equal pay for women. And so I think you know what today means. Today is Equal Pay Day, so a woman would have to work all year up until this point to be on par with what her male counterparts are earning. On average, women are paid less to the tune of 77 cents on the dollar nationally for what men are paid. In the District of Columbia, like many things, we do better than the national average, but that's still not good enough. Women here experience the smallest wage gap in the nation. We earn 91 cents on the dollar on average. Washington, D.C. is also the top city for women in technology and in fastest growing industries throughout the nation. I'm proud to say that we have built a city that strives to welcome talent and hard work, and it's getting around the country that Washington, D.C. is a good place for women. It's also a good place for women business owners as well. But we know, right, Carolyn? But we know we can do better. The statistics don't paint the complete picture. Women of color are hurting in our city. According to the latest Economic Security for Women and Families report by American Women and several of its partners, African American women in the district earn only 56 cents on the dollar, and Latinas earn 48 cents on the dollar. So this is not a woman issue or a woman problem. This is a middle class problem. And as we have spent the last several weeks focused on how we are preserving and creating pathways to the middle class, a focus on women and ensuring opportunities for women, good paying jobs for women, and fairness in the workplace for women is top on our agenda. Let me say also that approximately 4 out of 10 households in America are run by a female breadwinner. And women are significant contributors in almost 2/3 of households. When they earn less, their kids lose an extracurricular activity. When they earn less, their retirement funds are just that much smaller. When they earn less, the middle class suffers and the American dream gets shortchanged by 23 cents on the dollar. Working is not a pastime for women. It is a necessity. In 2015, this is unacceptable. Don't you agree? Yes. In a nation where women are on the cutting edge of innovation, running boardrooms, and in the nation's capital where women are changing the face of public service, we cannot allow our girls to grow up believing that they are worth less than boys. And in a city where women are leaders, we have to encourage leadership in corporate America, leadership in churches, leadership in every sphere of life in the District of Columbia. So I visited a group of middle school girls a few weeks ago and told them that they're not defined or limited by their zip codes. And today I would like to tell all women, you are not limited by your gender. It will not define your ability to succeed and earn an equal paycheck, not in the District of Columbia. So this morning, I'm asking all of you listening to take a stand and help put an end to pay discrimination and close the wage gap in the District of Columbia. In order to preserve a pathway to the middle class, we must fight for equal pay for women and pave the way for future generations. And that will be our focus. Just yesterday, I presented our budget to the Council of the District of Columbia, the 20th consecutive balanced budget in the District of Columbia. And in that presentation, I talked about the creation of our deputy mayor for greater economic opportunity, who is going to help us focus on under-resourced and underserved neighborhoods across D.C. in the areas of education, employment services and training, and bricks and mortar economic development. We also talked about employment services. Our deputy mayor for greater economic opportunity is Courtney Snowden. Give her a round of applause. We also talked about employment services and how the district spends about $100 million every single year on job training, and how we have to be more accountable, more innovative, and more effective in how we spend those dollars. We also spent some time during that budget hearing talking about the Temporary Assistance for Needy Families program, also known as TANF, and how the District of Columbia should approach TANF. And I've asked the Council of the District of Columbia to give us one more year. Actually, to give 6,100 families one more year to get it right before their benefits end this September 30th. And so when we talk about those 6,100 families, mostly headed by women, we're talking about 13,000 children. So it's my job to make sure we do get it right, because I don't think any one of us thinks that a family should live on $151 a month. What we do think is that they should have access to great opportunity so they can get a job and sustain themselves and show their children the value of hard work. So that's what we're working towards, and that's why I've asked the council for an additional year. And I know you appreciate that, right, Deb? And I know the director of our Department of Human Services does too, so that we can get it right. Now, will you help me work with the council on that? Because that is when we talk about the pay gap and when we talk about supporting families, all of us who are in leadership have to put our money where our mouth is. And this is where, here's another bad cliche, where the rubber meets the road. Now, I've also had the opportunity in our first 100 days to put my live up to my own rhetoric and the things that I say. And I have been so fortunate that in building our team that we have attracted great talent and great energy. And it turns out that a lot of them are women. We have a lot of women in leadership in this government. And that makes me feel good, because it suggests, because women are really discerning and smart, and so they think that we're a good place to work. And they think that we're a team that will be honest and hardworking and about the mission. They think this administration is in it for the right reasons to get things done. So I had this idea. I get fresh ideas sometimes overnight. And my fresh idea was to show you our organizational chart and show you where all the women are. And it would be up there in pink, but then I fell asleep again, so I didn't get to do that. So I pulled out my budget book instead that has our organization chart, and all of the pink highlights. These are the directors in our agency. This is the senior leadership. These are the people who help run our government. So that's me. I'm the mayor in pink. And all the other pink highlights are women helping me run the government. So there's opportunity here in the District of Columbia, and we're going to spread that message to everybody who's helping to lead our city. So let me acknowledge, to say a few words, our Deputy Mayor for Greater Economic Opportunity, followed by our Director of Employment Services. Courtney.
Good morning. Thank you so much, Mayor Bowser. It's an honor to serve under your leadership. It's incredibly important that you have taken on these issues so strongly, and I couldn't be more excited and proud of both you and the work that we're doing together and this room. Look at this great crowd of women and men who support us. In May of 1961, President John F. Kennedy made an impassioned speech promising to put a man on the moon. 2 years later, in 1963, he pledged his support for pay equity by signing the Equal Pay Act. Who would have thought that putting a man on the moon would be achieved before pay equity was fully realized? Today, we are here to not only reflect on the progress made since President Kennedy signed the Equal Pay Act and President Obama signed the Lilly Ledbetter Act, but also to make our commitment to ensuring that equal pay for equal work is realized for all right here in the District of Columbia. Now, you've just heard from the mayor some fantastic news about pay equity in the district, and yet there is so much more to do, particularly for women of color. We have watched the harmful impact of these disparities play out in communities with our neighbors, family, and friends, working more than their fair share of hours in the day, while too often being unable to make ends meet. Mayor Bowser and the rest of the administration, with your help, is committed to do more to pave the way for a strong middle class by empowering women. And my role, the role of the Deputy Mayor for Greater Economic Opportunity under the mayor's fantastic leadership, is very simple. I will work every single day to identify the gaps, look for and expand opportunities for residents in our city that have been locked out, overlooked, and too often ignored. Mayor Bowser is committed to improving the lives of all of the city's residents, and that commitment cannot be realized without your help, support, and partnership. So I look forward to working together to expand economic opportunity for women and working with you and standing with you to take heed to the mayor's call to action today. So thank you for that, and let me just say I'm very honored to bring up our Director of the Department of Employment Services, who's doing fantastic work, Deborah Carroll.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. So we have a lot to be proud of in the district with the high rate of equal pay that we have amongst women. And there's a lot of work to do, though. And particularly with our TANF families and other families that are chronically unemployed, you have the commitment of the Department of Employment Services, along with our sister agencies, to be about creative solutions and not about planning, right, but really getting to the doing, right? This is a time when we know what the problems are, and we have to work very closely together to get those things done. I have the benefit of working very closely with Laura Zeilinger at the Department of Human Services, along with our many other sister agencies to get that started. And I'm very proud to say, beginning this week, we started our first cohort of TANF families and rapid rehousing families in the DC LEAP Academy. So as I leave here today, I will be going over there to work to introduce myself to the first class. We have a great team, great energy, a lot of excitement amongst our DC government agencies who are very excited about creating opportunities for men and women that have families in the district that are receiving public benefits. We have to close the employment gap. And the way that we close the employment gap is helping them to earn and learn at the same time in order for people to be able to move along the career pathways. So thank you, Mayor Bowser, for giving me this opportunity. I cannot be in the best position right now, and I really am enjoying what I'm doing. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, I have a funny story to tell about DC LEAP. DC LEAP is a program we announced about 3 weeks ago, and it is a program that fulfills one of my promises to rework how we spend job training dollars. So as part of the job training dollars that Deb had used with the TANF program is now being focused on training people for jobs that actually exist. So LEAP will be a 1-year commitment to training in a job in DC government following that training. It's also going to help us live up to our goal to help families off of TANF and help homeless families who are receiving rapid rehousing stay housed. So see the synergies of the different programs and meeting our needs. Now, the story I have to tell you is I was at a dinner last night, and somebody runs over to me with his phone, and he says, "This is a picture. She's sending me a text. She wants me to tell you thank you because she's in the LEAP program." I said, "Oh, she must be talking about something else because, we just started that program. I don't think we have anybody in it yet." And now you confirm that after the announcement 3 weeks ago that we've started our first cohort this week. Thank you. That's a fresh start. That's a fresh start right there. I like it. So I also want to acknowledge our leader on women's issues and policy in the mayor's office, who is doing a fantastic job for us and pulled us together today. Kim Bassett, why don't you come over? I don't know if you greeted everybody when they came in, but I want you all to work Kim hard. Work her hard because she has a lot of energy. And so I want you all to give her a lot of fresh ideas, invite her to your events. She's my face when I can't be with you at those events. Think of new events or ideas. Think of policy and legislative fixes, budget items that you want her to work on as well, because we are serious about doing everything that the government can do to be leaders in closing the wage gap. So Kim, I'll have you close, and then I'll be happy to say hi to some of you before I have to go upstairs. All right, thank you. Kim Bassett.
Thank you, Mayor Bowser. I'm so excited every time I get to stand next to her. Also, thank you, our new Deputy Mayor, Snowden, and thank you, Director Carroll. First off, I'd like to thank everyone for being here. Thanks for supporting the the Mayor's Office on Women's Policy and Initiatives. We have lots of exciting things going on this year. We'd like all of you to be a part of it. I'd like to thank our ANC commissioners here. I see several, Miss Shirley Riven-Smith, Aquanetta Anderson. I see Miss Dorothy Douglas. Thanks for being here. I'd also like to thank our organizations that are here that are helping to support us today on Equal Pay Day. I see the YMCA of the National Capital Area, WCA of the National Capital Area. Let me clear that up. I also see some DC Federation of Women here, and we're very excited about that. Also, I would like to acknowledge all of our women directors who are here. Would you please come up to the front? That would be awesome, so we can take a photo. I'd also like to thank our commissioners. I have a few DC for Women commissioners here. Please come up as well. Thank you for being here. Please come up. Thank you. So we're about to end the program now. We're going to take a photo. And again, thank you. We ask you to hashtag today, still not 100, hashtag still not 100. And we also like you to do at DCOWPI and, of course, at Muriel Bowser. Thank you, and God bless. Thank you.